Chief-1's out, base area.
Copy.
Many people think that leadership is about being the person that's in charge, but leadership is a skill. It's about being ready. It's about being accountable. It's about understanding the weight of the decisions that you are a part of as the leader. My name is Shanton Russell, and over a 30-year military career, I have seen organizations thrive under great leadership, and I've also seen organizations struggle and at times collapse because of poor leadership. I've been fortunate to work for some great leaders who did it right, and I've also learned powerful lessons from those who didn't. That's why I take leadership seriously, and that's why I wanted to do my part to shine a light on just how important it is. So I joined the Air Force in 1995, and I had no idea what it truly meant to be a leader. And there were times when I made mistakes that could have cost me my career, but fortunately, good leaders, mentors, and counselors were there to help me figure it out. And as I rose through the enlisted ranks, I began to figure out what this whole leadership thing was all about through trial and error at times, and I became passionate about it the more I learned and the more I applied. I greatly benefited from professional development opportunities that the Air Force made available. And I must say that the Air Force really pours into its leaders because it wants to make sure that they are capable and that they can keep the force moving forward and upward to meet present and future challenges and threats. So as I approached retirement, I said to myself, leadership isn't just needed in this military business. It's needed everywhere. It's needed in the Department of Defense, but it's also needed in the shoe department. It's needed in the military's numerous shops and work centers, but it's needed in flower shops, coffee shops, restaurants, and community centers. It's needed in our politics. And so, with all that I have learned over 3 decades, and after leading, mentoring, inspiring, motivating, challenging, and shaping the leaders of the Air Force's future, I asked myself, why would I stop after I got out? Especially when the military is made up of only 1% of our nation's citizenship. 99% of America's citizens are not in the military. And I know a lot of people who could benefit from a little bit of inspiration, a little bit of mentorship, and a little motivation, especially those who are shift leads, supervisors, young executives, and even CEOs. Maybe some for the first time, and some who have been at it maybe for a while and just want to sharpen their skill set. Because we're always learning as leaders. There's always room for us to grow. And this podcast is my way of doing that. And we're calling it Call Sign Chief-1. And we're going to focus on real conversations about judgment, integrity, followership, and what it truly means to lead. I'm a former fire chief, so this will primarily be a home for fire service and emergency services professionals. But we're also going to talk with leaders from other fields and specialties because as leaders, we never stop learning, and there is a lot to learn from those who lead in completely different spaces. I'm excited about the conversations ahead, and I hope that real learning comes from them. Welcome to Call Sign Chief-1. We're going to be talking about leadership where it matters most. Chief-1's out, base area.
Copy.